Yo guys, CF Beer, welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully we're all doing well. And today we've got the match has just finished between Man City versus Chelsea. Man City won, Chelsea nil. It's another loss, like our 15th loss of the season. I don't know actually how many losses we've had this season, but it's definitely over 12. That's all I know. But can we just say, before we get into the video, how bloody good do I look? Bloody hell, you know what I'm saying? How good do I look? Like, you know, just want to say, you know. Let's try and brighten up the mood a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, before we get into the video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. Also, first link in the description is my second channel, so go and check that out. It'll be very much appreciated. And yeah, Man City won, Chelsea nil. Man City did what they had to do. They did what they had to do. Let me just go through the lineup real quick before we get into anything. Let's start off. So Frank Lampard set up with, and I'm going to give my thoughts on the lineup straight after the lineup. Man, Frank Lampard, I just want to quickly say this before anything, could be the worst manager I've actually ever seen at Chelsea Football Club. I thought Potter was at one point, but Frank Lampard's making Potter look like, bloody hell, Johan Cruyff, you know, in manager terms, not footballer, like manager terms. He is poor. I don't see how Frank Lampard gets a job in the Premier League after this. Even Championship. I think he would struggle to get a job in Sunday League. I generally mean that. But let's just get into it, and I'm going to give my thoughts on the lineup, like I said. So, Kepa in goal, correct. I don't know what formation we played today, because sometimes it looked like we were in a 4, sometimes it looked like we were in a 5. Lewis Hall, left back or left wing back. I'm just gonna say, I don't know. I'm just gonna go off the lineup. Lewis Hall, Chalobah. No, Lewis Hall, Silva, Fofana, Chalobah, Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, Enzo, Sterling. Sterling. I've completely forgot the team. I forgot the team now. But it was a shambles. We lost the game again by the lineup. I think we set up in a 3-5-2. I think that's what it was, a 3-5-2. Oh, Havertz was up top. Sorry, so that's the 11. Gallagher was up top with Sterling and Havertz. The lineup, we lost the game from the lineup, and we was very, very lucky that it was even 1-0. Very, very lucky. But, I mean, we played City's second team. Legit, City made 9 changes from their last game. Haaland didn't start. De Bruyne didn't start. Rodri didn't start. Their main keeper didn't start. Ederson, if you don't know. Diaz didn't start, I don't think. Some more as well. They played our right back alongside Calvin Phillips. And we still struggled. And it just, if you're looking at this game going, oh, these players are rubbish, it's the manager. Tactics. Tactically, there ain't nothing to this. It's literally, Lampard's football is so evident to see. You get it to the defence, you pass it to the byline. If you can't whip a cross in, low cross or high cross, if you can't, you go back. And then you go back to the defence, and then you go back to the goalkeeper, and then you try and play it out again, and then you go back out wide. There's no going down the middle. There's no quick passes. There's no quick change of play. You know, our pressing style as well is pitiful. It's pitiful. Our pressing style is just run at the player. Run at the player. Go and break their legs. Run at them. That's our pressing style. Whereas you watch Man City isn't always just run at a player. It's block the passing lanes as you're running at the player. You know what I mean? You don't just full on run at them to break their ankles and nick the ball off them. No, you run at them, put a bit of pressure on Jockey, try and pass out, block out the passing lanes. It's clever. Nothing. There's no tactics here. It's pitiful. I just can't wait to the end of the season, really. But yeah, we had to give City a guard of honour. Obviously, I hated every minute of that. As long as it's I've never ever seen Chelsea give anybody a guard of honour. From the top of my brain. Never seen. So it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. City played well. They played well. They could have got more goals. If they played their first team, believe me, it would have been about 5. It would have been about 5 or 6. But it seems like they took it easy. They took their time. Their first goal was it was great winning midfield. Straight through ball to Alvarez. And there's a massive gap in our defence. And Alvarez just runs through the middle and slots it in bottom corner. Well played to him. City didn't really get any clear-cut chances. Actually, I think City only had like 2 shots on target. We had about 4 or 5 on target. But that's the story of Chelsea FC at the moment this season. You don't take your chances, you don't win games. If you don't take your chances, you don't win games. That's just how it is. We had 2 really good chances actually. And that was both Sterling. Sterling messed up both of them. Sterling one time is through on goal and he shoots, literally hits it right at the keeper. Doesn't even think about chipping it, doesn't think about hitting it to the left. It literally just hits it right straight at him. So fair play to the keeper. And what was the other chance? Oh yeah, he cuts in behind and then he mugs off again and it's a shot. It comes off the keeper's heel, but it just about goes beneath him as it hits a deflection. And it's cleared off the line by John Stones. And it wasn't offside anyway. It was offside, I just remembered that. So yeah, they were the only 2 clear-cut chances we created. The game plan clearly was break City on the counter-attack. Didn't work really, even though we had more shots on target. But like I said, you don't win games, you don't take your chances. We didn't take our chances against whoever City had in goal. I don't know who City's goalkeeper was today. They must have picked out the local milkman or something from the corner shop or something. I don't know. Like, who is that guy? And we couldn't even put the ball past him. You know, no offence to the City keeper. Fair play to him. I've just never heard of him. So yeah, fair play to City. You know, it's just pitiful. And let's just go through the player ratings to get this over with. Player ratings. Kepa 4. Lewis Hall was actually probably one of our best players. He actually had a couple shots. He was really good, to be fair, Lewis Hall today. I would give props where props are due for him. Lewis Hall, I'd definitely probably say a 6. He was actually really, really, really good. Really encouraging. He will be a top player, Lewis Hall will be a top player. The thing is, left back and left wing back aren't even his natural position. Centre mid, that's his proper position. So, can't wait for that when he's older. Not Trev. I keep saying that. Wesley had one of his worst games today. I think probably his worst game in the Chelsea shirt today. He was a bit all over the place. Wesley, I'd probably say, was a 3.5. Honestly, I think it was a bit all over the place. A bit sloppy. Silva, apart from the tackle on Haaland in the second half, again, he was a bit all over the place as well. Look, I love Thiago Silva, and none of it's his fault. But you can tell he's starting to make a little decline now. He's still brilliant, don't get me wrong. But next season, I can't see him being one of our starters. I can't. I'll be 100% honest with you all. I would love it too. I love Silva. I was one of the first people when Silva first joined Chelsea to say to everybody, no, Thiago Silva will be a success at Chelsea. And he has been. I love him. He's one of my favourite players. But, you know, 38 turning 39, can you blame him? Can you blame him? I would say Thiago Silva was a 4. Trev was okay. Nothing special. 4. Ruben Loftus-Cheek was actually quite good today. I'd probably say 5.5. By the way, if you haven't heard already, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is in advanced negotiation with AC Milan to leave Chelsea this summer. Apparently, it's literally going to happen. So he'll be one of the first out the door. So good luck to Ruben Loftus-Cheek on that behalf. He's been a good squad player. I've got a lot of respect for Ruben. That injury ruined him in 18-19 now. But yeah, good luck to him. I'd probably say Ruben's a 5.5. Enzo not one of his best games, but to be fair, he's got that whole midfield by himself, hasn't he? He's got to deal. It was basically a 1v3 today. It was a 1v3 midfield today. Enzo being our only one, you know. Yeah, Enzo probably a 4. Gallagher, headless chicken. I generally think he has his own role. You know, Makelele invented the DM role technically, yeah. Gallagher has a new role, the Destroyer. He just goes in and bullets people's ankles. That's all he does. Gallagher, I would say, was a 3. Sterling today, a 3. Poor again. I thought he could continue with his good form, but he's been poor. Havertz, a 4. He linked up the play quite well, but as a striker, he meant to stick the ball in the back of net. He didn't get really much service to him, but I'd probably say 4. There was definitely worse players on the pitch. And then, I'd probably say 3.5. And then, who else was on the pitch, actually? I forgot. I can't remember who else was on the pitch, I'll be real. Can't. From now on, I'm going to start having the team sheet up on my screen. I can't remember. Let's start with the subs, though. Madueke came on. Madueke was, again, a shining light. As soon as he came on, he was taking on players. He created 3 big chances. He was great when he came on. I don't see why Frank Lampard keeps on picking Gallagher instead of Madueke. I don't see it. It should be a crime. It should be a crime now. Madueke was probably a 6 when he came on. He looked really, really bright. He's going to be a top player under a proper manager. Mudryk, when he came on, was okay as well. You know, he was all right. He could have buried one chance, so he skied it over the bar. I think it was on his weak foot. But Mudryk, I'll probably say, was a 5. Frank Lampard brings on Koulibaly when we need to go and win a game. With 10 minutes to go, you bring on Koulibaly. Makes 0 sense. It was good to see Koulibaly out there, but I don't think I can really judge him with 10 minutes, really. If I do, I'll probably say a 5. You bring on Carney. Carney looked really good when he came on, actually. I was happy to see Carney come on. Carney, I'd probably give a 5.5. A 5.5. And then he brought on Pulisic. Took off Havertz to put on Pulisic as a centre forward. I can't believe in 2023 we're still putting Pulisic as a centre forward. And we're still bringing on Pulisic as a Chelsea player. The guy's leaving in the summer. I'm going to get to this, by the way, in a second. Pulisic, I would say, was a 4. Again, was kind of late when he came on, but he looked poor when he came on. And that's it from what I could think of on the top of my head. Yeah, just all round, just end the season. We've been saying this for ages, end the season, really. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me get to that. What I was going to say. Frank Lampard, I rated what he said yesterday about, you know, if you want to play for Chelsea in the next coming years, you got to play well in his next 3 games because the new manager will be watching. Well, Frank, here's news flash for you, mate. Play players who you think will be here next season, not players who won't be. Pulisic won't be here next season. Ziyech won't be here next season. Gallagher's poor. I think he shouldn't be here next season. He's not Chelsea quality. I'm sorry. I know he gives his all for Chelsea. I know he does. But he ain't going to be here next season, is he? Let's be real. No, he is probably going to be here next season. But is he good enough to play for Chelsea Football Club? No, he's not. Running at players and giving you 100% every single time is good. But you need quality as well with it. And you don't offer it. You don't. I'm sorry, you don't. That's just for me, personally. Havertz, poor. Give Datra Fofana a run. Even give him 10 minutes. Instead, you bring on Pulisic, who's not going to be here next season. Doesn't want to be here next season. It's clear. How are players meant to give it the rule when you're playing the players who don't want to be here next season? They're not going to give their all. I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't. It's just poor. But yeah, like I said, we was lucky to keep it down to 1-0 really. Where was our lap of honour for not conceding 3, by the way? Where was our lap of honour? I'm joking. But yeah, so we've got Man United on Thursday this coming, and then we've got Newcastle to end the season next Sunday. So yeah, that'll hopefully be the season over for a dreadful season. Well, that will be the season then over. So that's good. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the game today. You know, was it improvement on our last couple of performances? I kind of think City took it easy on us, and I got a thing to say. This Chelsea team, in my opinion, it looked like they were scared of City today. It looked like they were scared of City. There was opportunities where they can. There's only a couple players, in my opinion, in this team today that weren't scared of City, but they're being dragged down to the people who are scared of City's level. Because, you know, the minority of the numbers are so much higher than, you know, the players who aren't scared. So they're being dragged down to the players who are scared. Do you know what I mean? It's level. If you know what I'm trying to say. Madueke being one of them who's not scared. You know, they're scared, and I hate that. Because I grew up on Chelsea being warriors. People hating how we play. People hating us because we're not scared. No matter what form we're in, we're not scared to go in and break legs. You know, go forward, try things that, you know, you wouldn't think of, you know. But majority of the team are, so yeah, that's how I feel at the moment. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Maybe we would have got something more, maybe a better performance if we didn't show we was more scared. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I was kind of angry about that, so yeah. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching this video, guys. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and yeah, take care and see you next time. Peace.